Hi there, this is Mega Supreme here with a special Transformers toy review. I'm having a look at Salmoore. This is made by Unique Toys, so they very kindly sent me a sample to have a look at and review. I gather this is pretty close to production, not based on what they've told me, but really on the quality of the sample they've sent me. They just sent me this as it is with accessories, so I haven't got the box or the instructions or any like tech specs or anything to show you. I have seen the box of it through their Facebook page, and I gather from the box some of the pictures that have been shown on there, it does give some teaser kind of silhouettes to some other figures that they might be doing as well. They've also hinted to me that there's future figures in the pipeline. They did mention a combiner. Whether or not they are still looking to do that or not, I'm not 100% sure. I've asked about it again a couple of times after they initially mentioned it, but they've been a little bit quiet on that at the moment, so I'm not 100% sure on that. So he arrived today. Really impressed with this guy. This guy was originally a Gobots character, so he was the bad guy in Gobots, almost like the Megatron equivalent in Gobots, called Cykill, I think. So, because he transforms into a motorcycle, so Cykill. And then, from what I gather, bits that I've read about, because I was kind of into the Gobots a little bit as a kid, but I only had a couple of Gobots figures and Transformers really took over for me, is that Hasbro bought the rights for Gobots, or the toy line anyway, and from then on I believe he did also appear in, if not the G1 cartoon, definitely the comics. I've seen a few comics that he's appeared in. Apparently there's a few which he appears in as a gladiator which fights against Megatron on a few occasions. So those two have come face to face in that. I think I've seen the more recent ones where this guy's like remains are like strung up on the side of a gladiator pit and things like that. So it appears in a few ones kind of here and there. But yeah, as for the figure itself, really impressed with it. What I'll probably try and do with this review is show you him in robot mode. I'll probably skip the transformation, then show you him in motorcycle mode, and then probably do another video for the transformation once I've worked it out. I just want to show you guys the figure first of all, and then I can do another video just to show you how he transforms and everything else like that, because I've only done it a couple of times, so I haven't quite got the knack of doing it yet, so I just wanted to show you it. But yeah, really nice quality figure. He's a little bit smaller than Voyager, probably about, he's more of a large deluxe figure. So if I put him alongside, say, Megatron, for example, you see he's a good deal taller than him, and about the same sort of width, but there's a little bit more kind of beef to him. There, like. And I've also got Unique Toys Mania King. So if you put him alongside that, actually Galvatron is a fair bit taller than him, so he's not as big as him, if anyone that's got him. And I've got another Generations figure here, so that's Shrapnel, so you kind of get an idea of the actual size of him. I'll show you him with his accessories and things in a minute, but just give you a close-up look of him. His head is on a ball joint. Let's sort that out. There we go, so that's a bit better. Yeah, so his head is on a ball joint, so you can move that all around side to side. You can move it up, but you can't move it down. But there's some nice paintwork on him, grey, yellow, and he's got red eyes. And the top of him's gold as well. Nice red and yellow paintwork here, some translucent yellow plastic in here, and some nice detailing in the middle here and on his waist. These bits aren't die cast, but they're just plastic painted chrome. he's got some detailing on here, but nothing on this side. But I think that would be a really decent place for perhaps a Decepticon symbol or something like that. Yeah, it's nice bits of detailing on here. As for articulation, his arms go all the way around. Let's move that back a bit. Yeah, his arms go all the way around. There's quite nice stiff joints as well. You can move that out. There's a swivel here. His arms bend here as well. And the hands as well. There's not articulation as such in them, but you can kind of swivel it round like that. But the actual fingers themselves don't move, but it's sort of like a trigger finger that he's got there as well. He's got articulation at the waist, so that can go all the way around. You can see he hasn't really got much kibble, everything's kind of tucked into itself, it's not too bad. You've got some hollow bits in here, but you could have these silver bits out like that if you want to, like that. You've got his bike stand bit on the side here. His legs move forward, all the way back and out. Again, nice stiff joints on them. This swivels here. You've got a bend at the knee, all the way back, and you kind of got some articulation on the foot here as well, either side. You've got a little back support there as well. Support there for his foot there as well. So yeah, decent amount of articulation. The figure's pretty good quality from what I've seen so far. No problems kind of transforming him. The one bit that's a little bit tricky, I'll show you on one of the videos anyway, but there's certainly no moments like on Mania King where I thought things were going to snap or there's stress marks or anything like that. What you see as well is he's got his name here on the side of his leg here, but all around this is like nice shiny blue plastic. It's just really nice detailing all around, really. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this guy. You know, considering I wasn't, you know, a big Gobots fan, and you can kind of beef him up as well. So, as well as what he's just having him like that, he's got two wheels, and the wheels are actually rubber wheels. So you've got these wheels like these, so you can plug these in, and there's a number of places that you can plug these in, and then you can then also plug in these things as well. And these are not just sharp, they're like sharp, cut yourself sharp. They're so pointy, it's unbelievable. You could do some serious damage with these. Yeah, so you definitely don't want any kids near those. Even picking them up, it's like picking up like a couple of thorns. They're like thorns sticking out, they're so sharp. And that's like translucent plastic. And he's got a couple of parts here which from his bike mode. There's a couple of things you can do with it. You can either hold it like a gun. So I see only this bit is a little bit loose, so you hold that and that folds back in there. Or you can hold it like that. Yes, you can hold it like that. You can hold it like this as well, so you can use it as a weapon here as well. And these bits will also plug onto the side. So I'll show you a couple of the different combinations that you can get. So first of all, if you want them just on the side like that, you can plug these in either side. The only trouble is if you do have them plugged in, it does kind of limit the articulation that you've got here. But you've got them like that, and then you can then plug these, you've got a little thing in there, you can plug them in like that, and they will actually spin round like that as well. So you can do that on either side. For some reason it's a little bit stiff on that side, so I don't know whether or not perhaps I've plugged them around the wrong way or something. But then what you can do if you want to beef them up, if you've got this as a gun, So you can pop that in his hand there. You can have that one in his other hand like that. So he's starting to look really cool, and he's starting to look like more of a gladiator figure. If you want to change it round, you can have that. You can actually hold that in his hands, so you can have that as a weapon. You can have that like that. You can kind of hold that up and look a bit more menacing with it. So I'll just pop that down here. Then if you want to change it further, you can take this out of here. He's got another plug-in point on his arm here, so you can plug it in here, and then it'll then almost become like a shield, like that. So it's like a real gladiator thing. So he's got that as a shield. So you can spin that around, and then you've got a further option here. So you can move this off if you want to. You can actually plug it into the side of his leg. So you can plug that in there like that, and then you can plug this into the side of his arm and have it like that as well if you want to. So he's actually got a gun on the side of his arm there as well. I'm not sure if you can do it with the other side as well. On the other side he's actually got an outie, if you like, so it won't plug in on that side. You can plug it on this side here, but these lights get in the way a little bit, so it's more really for one side that you can customize it. But I do like the option of being able to have that on different sides. I think it's a good job that you do, because it does limit the articulation on the side here when you've got this, because it really comes down and covers a large part of the arm, so you can't move it so much because everything's kind of in the way. But yeah, it's pretty decent. This bit as well is a little bit loose. If he's holding his weapon, you can wobble it around here. But yeah, it's pretty nifty. I think the other option was that you can take these bits here and you can plug them on the side. So you can actually have them plugged like that if you want to. So you can actually have them on the side, either side. You can have them facing either way. You can have them facing up or facing down. You can have them facing backwards, so they kind of support them a little bit. So there's lots of different things that you can do with this guy. He's pretty flexible in that respect as to how you want to have him. But yeah, I'm really impressed with him. I think there's lots of. I think he'll look pretty cool on display. I may even put him on display as a little battle going on with Megatron, perhaps. And I'm really impressed with these rubber wheels. It's really good quality. What I'm going to do now is just going to get him transformed, and we can have a look at him in his vehicle mode. So stay tuned. Here we go. We have Salmoore all transformed, Psycho Kill, all transformed into his bike mode, and he's pretty impressive. He's got these nice rubber wheels. Move that back a little bit so you can have a look at him. He's got these lovely rubber wheels here. You've got these nice alloys on either side. You've got all this chrome paint on either side. These, which are his guns, are now part of his exhaust. I think I've got the exhaust round the right way. And again, nice rubber wheels here, and still with the exhaust and everything. You've even got the rear tail lights here. Nice detailing for the seat. There's a slightly different material again for the seat, so that's a different type of plastic. All the blue here, it's like a shiny finish to it, and it's got the name of the toy here on the side here, just written in. Got some nice silver detailing in here, and then you've got some foot plates here as well, and you've got the handlebars here, which is the only bit that I found that kind of do come off a slight bit, but they are on little ball joints. They are used to pop off and pop back on again. You've got the headlight on the front here as well. This bit kind of moves up and down. The wheels roll really nicely, both the front and the back, as you can see on there. And you've probably seen the Unique Toys pictures on their Facebook page, and they've got a load of pictures of this the in vehicle mode being pictured with different characters. So not just Transformers, so they think they've got pictured with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, characters from Toy Story and things on there. So it does go really well. You've got a little stand at the bottom here, so you can just prop the bike up like that, and it does stand really well. Adjust that slightly, and to show you a bit of a comparison, here's Scrapnel here, and so you can see the size of the vehicle mode. It's really quite big. It's a it's a long vehicle mode. I've got, say, Mania King alongside him in this mode here. And he is quite beefy. I know you can only see the bottom half of him, but just to give you an idea of the size of him. I mean, you could even probably get away with saying having like Megatron on him or something like that. Don't know if you could sit Megatron on him or not. Yeah, just about. I think Megatron's probably a little bit too big for him, but you get the general idea. Probably actually the Legends one is probably going to be a decent size, if you're going to get him to ride on him. But certainly in robot mode, this Megatron would be a decent one to get some good photos together with them as well. It might be that you want to get some pictures of them, perhaps having a like a fight as if they were in as if they were gladiators, that type of thing. Originally I wasn't going to show you the transformation, but I've managed to have a little bit of play around with it, so I'm a bit more confident doing it. Basically, between the first part that you've seen with him in robot mode and the second part with him in vehicle mode, there's like a 3 or 4 day gap, which I apologise for. I was actually, I did the first bit, and then I was away in Cardiff for a football tournament, and because I was away, I didn't really have the opportunity to do anything, and the Wi-Fi there and everything, the signal wasn't great, so I wouldn't have been able to upload it anyway and do any of the editing and stuff like that. So here he is. Well, what I'll do is I'll just show you how to transform him from memory. I haven't got the instructions or anything because this was just a review sample. So what you want to do is you want to fold down these bits on the side here, first of all. Then you want to take off these bits here, which are going to be his guns. So you unplug it from here and here. So the best way I do it is just unplug it from the side of the wheel here, and then you can kind of pull that off like that. So you got that bit pulled off from that side, and you can do the same on the other side. Just pull it away from the wheel and do that there. Just one other thing, while I did forget to mention it, the bits that you saw here in robot mode, they don't attach on in vehicle mode. They can't go on here because of use these bits to click on here. So unless I'm missing something, but I certainly haven't seen any way to put these on. I've had a good play around. I can't see any way to put them on. But there you go. So they're going to be spare when you have them in vehicle mode. Right, so you've got him here. You can see underneath that's his going to be his chest. These bits basically going across here are going to be his legs. The next bit you'll need to do is actually get these wheels off. So you just need to pull these out, and then you can pull the wheel out like that. Then same, the front wheel. Pull this out. It's a little bit tough trying to get it out, especially in the front wheel. It's quite tricky because these bits here are held together a little bit tighter on the back ones. So there you go. You've got him without the wheels there. So that's the main body. Then what you want to do is there's this bit here is just tabbed in. So if you pull that out, you can see where it's tabbed in here. You're just going to bring this bit down, And then on the other side here, you're gonna, these bits which were tapping here have just come out. So as I bring this up, I've got kind of the start of one of his legs. I can fold it around so you can see the front. And yeah, and then fold that bit around here, like so, like that. So you've got now, yeah, that's right. Sorry. Twist that around and down and around like that. So you've then got the front part of the legs here. Then what you want to do is twist this round, bring it up like that. So you start to get his thigh. Do the same on this one. You'll actually bring it, this bit up like this. Sorry, I think you need to, yeah. I think these bits are just plugged together. Yeah, like that. So you bring this bit up, and then see these bits on the side here, and these bits will plug in onto that, so they become part of his knee. This bit will come into the back here, like that, and then this is going to be his foot, so that will just swivel over like that. And the same on this side. What you want to do actually is just unplug these bits. So it's just plugged in just here. So just pull this out like that, straighten this bit up, bring it down like that, and it'll plug into the back part of his knee. Actually, I didn't. Yeah. So yeah, he's got these bits here. So like that. And then the same kind of thing happens on this knee, but you want to bring up the headlight like that, swivel it round, pull it down like that, and then move it up. So then you've got his feet. Okay, so far so good, like that. So then you've got his body, and you want to bring this bit up like this, swivel it round. Oh, sorry, you forgot about this bit on the side. You want to bring this bit down, and when you're transforming back into vehicle mode, it's important to remember to bring that up, because it will allow you to put everything into place properly. Bring that bit down, swing it around like that, and then you've got the trickiest part of the transformation is actually getting the arms out. Now you've got two bits here. Now these bits are the arms that come around here. You've got the silver bit here which is attached to it, and this will want to come forward and place in there. Whereas at the same time these bits want to come into here, so then you can fold up the head. But you can see, if you just try to pull it straight out, these arms are pegged together by the way, you won't be able to. So there's a knack to trying to get it out. So I'll just pull these arms out, and they're pegged together by this little peg in there. And it's a weird way of doing it. You kind of have to pull them out towards that way, and then and try and get this best on camera as I can. But you can see there isn't any clearance if you just want to pull it straight through. So you have to kind of pull them towards you, or pull them away from it, and find the right angle to then do it. I found it the other day while messing. There we go. So I've done it there. So I've just pulled it forward, and then I found the clearance then to then pull it forward like that. So then it comes forward. You can see what I mean, because this bit then will fold into there. But I can't do that at the moment because this is in the way. So I'll bring it in like that, and then as I do it, yeah, you kind of pull it out that way, and then kind of back in. There we go. You kind of pull it round to the side as well at the same time. So as you pull it out, you pull it to the side like that. You see, like that. So it just allows it to come in. Even then, there's hardly any clearance at all bringing that in. So then you've got shoulders like that. You've got the head underneath. So you just pull that out like that. That head's on the ball joint. And then you can fold these bits back in. I'm not sure whether they're supposed to be folded like that. I tend to fold them all the way in like that. It's entirely up to you. And then for his hands, you want to, I think, pull them down, I think. They're on like a little ball joint thing here, but I can't remember which way they come out. It's not this bit. Ah, there you go. So they just pulled out like that. So you pull them down. You've got the fist, which is on a ball joint here. You fold it out, pull it back down, swivel it around if you've, like me, put it in the wrong way. Pull it down again here. Pull the arm down, fold it back up. Then you've got him pretty much done. And then it's really a choice of how you want to have him made up. So I think I really like to have these bits on the shoulders primarily at the moment, so I quite like having these on either side. Like so. Like I said, you can have them on either side like that, and then I quite like to have him kind of holding this at a bit of an angle, as if he's ready for a fight with Megatron or someone, and then I just have the other one plugged onto the side like that. So that's how I have him. Show you guys. Well, that's it. I just thought I'd show you guys the figure and the transformation and everything else like that. I'm really impressed with this guy. I like the transformation. The only worry I have is about that clearance on the shoulder. I think on the instructions it needs to be really clear as to how to transform that, because otherwise I can see part of that getting snapped or broken, or getting kind of stress marks on the plastic with it. It's a very poseable figure. It fits in well with the other unique toy figures. It's a decent size scale, so he's a little bit smaller than Galvatron there, and he's probably about the same size. He's probably a little bit bigger than Megatron actually if I put him alongside him again. Yeah, and then you've got Shrapnel. He's pretty tiny up against him. But yeah, I think he goes well with the Transformers figures as well. You could put him in your Generation line as well. I don't know if they've got any more plans to do any more Gobots, or this is the only one that you're going to do. If you're into Gobots, definitely get him. You know, and you know, if you're looking for a figure perhaps to put alongside you know, some of the other IDW Decepticons, he's a good one to have in there, perhaps as a known figure. I think he'll look pretty cool with a Decepticon insignia on the side there, or even if you're going to have him perhaps alongside a couple of Junkions or things like that, because of the bike theme, and plus as well because of these huge kind of spiky shoulder blades on there, you can have him so he's holding it as a shield as well. So that's kind of very cool as well. But yeah, what I'll do is as well as I'll put a few links on there for I think places that are selling him. I think Kapow are doing him. I'm not too sure. In the UK, I definitely know TF Source are doing him, but it's slightly unusual because, you know, it's not strictly speaking you know, a Transformers figure, and I don't know how much of a following Gobots have really. I think most of the people that were into Gobots shifted and got into Transformers instead. I know. I mean, I was into Gobots a little bit as a kid. I probably had about 4 or 5 figures, but you know, most of the Gobots figures I had, I probably bought when, you know, there weren't Transformers figures that I wanted, perhaps. But yeah, on the whole, really like this figure. Very poseable. Looks good on the display. He's a little bit unique. Look cool in vehicle mode as well. I mean, even if you don't want to display him with your Transformers, you can stick various different figures on him. You know, you've got your turtles, whatever. So he's a good display piece as well. Be interested to see if, you know, all the other bits that come with him, and if they're going to do any others to follow this up, that'd be really interesting as well, because it would definitely make this one more collectible if there's others that are going to be in the set. That's it from me. Let me know what you think of this toy, if you're going to pick it up or not. Yeah, just post your comments. Please comment, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hopefully I should be getting some more products from Unique Toys as and when they do come through. I haven't heard any news yet of any upcoming projects. There was talk of a combiner, but I've asked for more details on that. I haven't yet heard back. Okay, that's it for me now, guys. See you soon. Bye.